Good afternoon. Welcome to buddy-baker.us. This is Brian again with another video. This time I'd like to be able to show you some interesting accessories that I got with my iPad 2, which I received on Christmas Day of 2012. As you can see, I'm holding my iPad 2 in my hand. This is the iPad Limited 64 gig edition, and it's holding has its own cover on it, and I'm not sure exactly who makes this thing, but this is a specialized cover because what it does is it will allow you to keep your screen clean when it is closed, and it'll also keep your iPad off when you are not using it. And then you can turn around and your cover for your machine actually can become a stand for the iPad number 2. I'm holding it in that position so you can see that it has a stand. This particular thing is really cool because when you're not using it, you can roll it back across the top of the iPad and it'll close it up. As I said, I've had this thing since Christmas Day of 2012, and it's pretty awesome. When I got this piece of equipment, however, I needed to upgrade my stock in accessories because of the fact that we didn't have what I needed. So what I had to do is I had to go out and I had to buy some. So the first device that I actually bought to use with my iPad, actually I got this with my iPad. You'll probably recognize this as a 10-watt power supply for your iPad. And this is a special plug that plugs into your outlet. And on the bottom of this, on the front of this, there's a place for you to be able to place your USB connector. So it goes in just like this, and then you plug your iDevice. You plug your iDevice into your power strip, and then you run this connector, this piece, to your iDevice, and this will charge this is a 10-watt power supply designed to charge the iPad 2. If you use anything other than this particular device or something like it, you will not be able to get a full charge on your iPad because when you're connecting to a USB on your computer, it'll tell you that it's not charging. So this is what came with my iPad 2. So I got that, and it was pretty cool. So again, this is a 10-watt power supply, which I got with my iPad number 2, and you can get that at Amazon or you can get it at eBay. I would recommend Amazon; they do a very good job. So that's your 10-watt power supply for an Apple iDevice. The second piece of equipment that I was able to get was I got this from Chargers for You. This is basically a plug-in. It's similar to your 10-watt power supply. This comes from Chargers for You, I believe. And the good thing about this one is there's 2 USB device ports. The one on the right says A on it, and the one on the left says, the one on the left says A on it. The one on the right says NA. And what this allows you to do is you plug in any Apple device, such as your iPod and your iPad and your iPhone. You plug that into the A port on this device, and it'll charge your Apple device at the proper voltage and everything else, and it charges pretty good. On the other side, where it says NA on the right down here, I don't know if you guys can see that, but you have the NA side. Your NA side allows you to plug in any other device, such as your Samsung phone, like I have my Samsung S3, which I use, or my Kindle, my Amazon Kindle, which I plug in, and our other devices, and you can use that to charge your non-Apple devices, which is a pretty neat trick. So this will allow me to do this type of stuff and be able to keep both my iDevice and my phone charged. So that's what I do at night. When I plug in, I have one side to charge my phone and one to charge my iDevice. So that was a pretty cool thing. Next thing I got with my Christmas money was I got this particular piece of equipment. This is basically a 10-watt power supply block, similar to the plug-in for your 10-watt power supply for your iPad. The only difference between that and this is that this particular piece of this particular device has a 6-foot long cord that is extension cord grade. It's really nice looking. It's really tough, and you can use this to plug in your device from if you need a longer cord, because your iDevices cords and your cords for your iDevices and your USB cords aren't that long. They're really short, and if you need to be able to have some give in your cord, you might need something like this. I got this from a place in London. I got this from overseas. This is a really ingenious thing, and as you can see, I have a regular sized, as I said, I have a regular USB, Apple USB connector on this end, so I can plug it into the wall and charge my iPad, which I usually keep on the right side of the room over there, so I can use it at night. So that's a really cool piece of device, and I highly advise anyone that has these types of iDevices, such as my iPad or an iPod, to get these particular devices. Again, here is my iPod, and I use these devices to charge the iPad and the iPod at the same time, because of the fact that you cannot plug in. You can't plug these things in very good when you have two outlets. I highly recommend that you get yourself a surge protector, power strip, whatever, and plug these in that way. That way you have protection and you have them at your constant charge, and then you let them, when you get done, you let them go down and you charge them appropriately. So I highly recommend that you go and you get this material. If you own a lot of iDevices and you need to be able to charge them. So that's about it for this video. I hope the information that I was able to present to you was helpful. Again, my name is Brian from buddy-baker.us, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye for now.